Hey Cowboys Nation, let's go for another round of news from America's team. Watch until the end so you don't miss any news and sign up to stay tuned for everything that comes out about the Cowboys.
Does Dak Prescott want to be the highest paid NFL QB? Cowboys star speaks out. The Dallas Cowboys have uncertainties to address. In addition to the lack of player acquisition during free agency, another concern for the team revolves around their top player, Dak Prescott. While the quarterback will be suiting up for the Cowboys this coming season, he becomes a free agent in 2025. There's been no announcement regarding an official extension yet, and a player of Prescott's capabilities will surely be worth a lot of money. Speaking of cash, Prescott himself was recently asked if he wanted to be the league's highest-paid quarterback. Addressing the question, the Cowboys star made it clear that putting the team in the best position comes first. "No, I'm not trying to be the highest paid, necessarily," Prescott said, per ESPN's Todd Archer. "We'll wait until the negotiations begin and obviously want to put this team in the best situation." Based on his comment, it seems like there have been no important discussions between both parties just yet. Nevertheless, Cowboys Executive Vice President Stephen Jones made it clear that extending their star player is a priority. "Certainly, Dak is a priority in terms of his contract," Jones said on 105.3 The Fan, per NBC Sports' Cherian Williams. Dak Prescott isn't the only Cowboys player nearing free agency. Right now, Prescott is getting ready for the final season of a 4-year, $160 million contract with the Cowboys, and he's not the only one nearing the end of his deal. Besides Prescott, other key Dallas players are set for free agency come 2025. CeeDee Lamb is one of them. As the Cowboys' leading pass catcher last season, 1,749 receiving yards, the wideout is due for a big extension. Offensive lineman Zach Martin is another. Entering the season with a restructured contract, the All-Pro guard is also expected to receive a big payday, having just garnered his 9th Pro Bowl appearance in 2023. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence and receiver Brandon Cooks are also slated to become free agents. Furthermore, the team will have to start planning an extension for Micah Parsons, who has 2 more seasons left on his current deal. With many important pieces nearing the end of their contracts, coupled with the aforementioned free agency inactivity, the Cowboys are in a position where they have to make major decisions. It's unsure what the team is exactly planning out, but the recent activity, or lack thereof, indicates that a rebuild may be on the horizon. If that's the case, then Lamb and Parsons will most likely be the untouchables here. Martin is already 33 years old, while Lawrence, 31, Prescott, 30, and Cooks, 30, have reached their 30s as well. A hypothetical revamp means that Lamb, Parsons and potential key players from the upcoming draft could be the team's new foundation moving forward. Again, this is all just speculation, but the fact that not much is happening brings the plausible idea to mind. Proposed Cowboys trade sees Dallas jump Eagles for explosive prospect. The Dallas Cowboys are less than a week away from the NFL draft, and one ESPN insider thinks the team could make an aggressive move. Dallas has the 24th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, but the Philadelphia Eagles are sitting not too far in front of them. In a new piece suggesting trades for every first-round pick, ESPN reporter Bill Barnwell links the Cowboys and Pittsburgh Steelers to a move. Pittsburgh has the 20th pick in the draft, but believes they could move back for more draft capital and that would allow Dallas to move up for an elite talent at center. It's rare to see 2 of the league's most storied franchises come together on a trade, but there's some logic here for both parties, Barnwell wrote. For the Cowboys, this is a chance to move up ahead of the Dolphins and Eagles for interior offensive line help. Assuming that Dallas pushed Tyler Smith to left tackle on a full-time basis, it could be looking to add Graham Barton, Duke, Mel Kiper Jr.'s top-ranked center, to play guard or center. That sounds plausible. The Cowboys are still figuring out their plan on the line after Tyron Smith's departure. In terms of a reload, Barton is a premier prospect and as good as any other option. Graham Barton has Pro Bowl potential. Offensive linemen don't earn a lot of national recognition, but Barton is a name that draft scouts have been talking about since 2022. With 39 starts to his name, the versatile offensive lineman was first-team All-ACC in both 2022 and 2023. What's interesting about Barton being billed as a center is that he barely played there while at Duke. In fact, his only starts at the position were in his freshman season in 2020. But his quick hands and size translates far better to interior play in the NFL. NFL.com's Lance Zierlein broke him down for the site's official draft profile, and his comments are extremely positive. Reviewing Barton's tape is a pleasurable experience in offensive line evaluation, as his tenacity and know-how are on full display throughout. Though he played at a high level at left tackle, center will likely be his NFL home. Barton is an explosive drive blocker with the body control and leg drive to keep opponents centered and finish the job, Zierlein wrote. Barton's technique, toughness and athleticism are exactly what teams will be looking for from an early starter with Pro Bowl potential. Cowboys spinning several. Besides preparing for the NFL draft, the Cowboys are also trying to handle finances elsewhere. Dallas has yet to get an extension done for CeeDee Lamb or their other top players. That being said, Dallas at least commented on the situation recently. Cowboys CEO Stephen Jones attempted to explain Dallas' quiet offseason by mentioning the need to extend elite players. It doesn't mean it happens overnight, Jones said, as Heavy previously covered. But when you're wanting to sign players like Dak, Prescott, and Micah Parsons, and CeeDee Lamb, then you have to hold money back if you want to have a realistic chance of signing those guys. How the NFL draft affects Dallas' approach to the salary cap is something to monitor.